My emotions is all over the place with this part two reunion, y'all. For some reason, like it really, really is. Just the fool. It was too. I'm so sick of Golden. Actually, Golden didn't bother me this much this season. I actually kind of liked Golden a little bit more than past seasons. But on this reunion show, she just proved to me why I don't like her. Like she's so extra. She's so over the top. Would somebody hit her upside the head with a pan already? She's too much. She's too much. Okay, so it began where it left off last week, where Countess she had went backstage. She had said to Golden, "Your mama don't even want you." Then she went back crying or whatever. Went backstage. Lisa ran after. Paula made a comment. She was just like, "Oh, well, she ran after her last year, so of course, them hoes weren't gonna get up." And Paula was just like, I'm just saying, she did run after her last year, trying to be funny. And then Lisa was like, "With that wig you got going on, with that wig you got," Paula's hair was the fool. It was that dried up. It was one of Sierra's old wigs. It was Sierra's wig from what 2013. Whenever the Sierra album came out with Body Party and I'm Out and all that on there, it was that Body Party wig. The things I wanna do to you. Do, 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 do. That was that wig. But anyway, so Lisa goes back there. I thought was very interesting was that I didn't see Carmen go back there, but Carmen, not Carmen, Savannah, she actually did end up going back there. So we're backstage, and Countess is crying and stuff, and Lisa's hugging her and stuff, and Savannah's rubbing her back. Then here comes Carlos King, Carlos Queen, Carlisha. So Carlos comes back there, and he's just like, "What's wrong, Countess?" and this and that. And she was just like, he's just like, "This is crazy." Lisa kept telling her. Lisa was like, "Look, you need to address it. Just address it." Countess didn't want to address it. Um, the thing is that Countess has like let this shit drawn on too long, and so now it's gotten to the point where she, can't really take it anymore. And when she should just address this shit from the beginning, like talk to her from the beginning. But she let it build up and build up, build up, and then she explodes and just say stuff. I'm kind of like that in a way too, but I've gotten a little better as I've gotten older. But it was just really, really the fool and crazy. Um, Countess Carlos is trying to explain to Lisa all the tea as to why Countess feels this way, talking about well, she's been dealing with this for 3 years, and all the different comments and stuff that she make, and but Carlos, at the same time, it's not like you ever check Golden. Nobody ever checks Golden. First of all, would somebody please make Carlos is the only person that can make Golden shut up. He finally made her shut up a little bit throughout the reunion because she just kept going on and on and on. Like everybody else has stopped talking, but Golden has to keep talking and making her point. It's just crazy. She's like a bobblehead. She just goes and goes and goes. Like it's the fool. But Golden knows who to mess with. Golden not gonna fuck with everybody like that. She knows that she can pick on Countess like she has been. They showed old clips of Golden from this season when Countess was getting ready to eat the chicken. She was just like, "Oh no, 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 you don't need that," and this and that. Um, and also from past seasons of Hollywood Divas when Golden was trying to do stuff and when Countess was trying to do stuff and Golden would make a comment. It was some way shaper comment. And also Countess started crying and she hugged Lisa. She was just like, "Look, um, when I'm full I'm a house full of rats." And Lisa was like, "What?" They showed from like season 1 or 2 when Countess was getting ready to get the surgery or in the midst of getting the surgery or whatever. When Golden had made the comment, Golden was like, all you worried about is the outside. You fixing up the outside, making sure the outside looks good. But on the inside, it's a dirty house full of rats and roaches. So, Golden make a lot of awful comments to Countess. So anyway, they kind of calm Countess down. So Carlos, Savannah, Lisa, and Countess, they come back out on stage. Countess, she had said back. Carlos had actually said backstage himself. He was just like, "Okay, Countess, we can just move on." You know that she should have known that shit was a lie. So as soon as they got back out there, Carlos was like, "We're back." He introduced himself and the ladies, and he's just like, you know, some things have just popped off or whatever with Countess and Golden Brooks, Bronze Brooks, and she was just like, I do not want to talk, but Golden Girl, come on, it's good TV. Whew. Fix it, Jesus. It's ratings. Just got off work, y'all. So I was just like, okay. So Golden starts to talk. She was just like, Countess girl, I was just playing with you. I ain't trying to disrespect you, Countess. Like, come on, Countess. Countess kind of had her back turned. She was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna freaking talk to somebody's back. I'm not gonna do that. You're a child. He acted like a child. She was just like, I'm not gonna talk to somebody's back. And so Countess was just like, and Golden kept saying, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't care. But Countess was like, well, if you don't care, why the fuck you keep talking? They go on and back and forth. Um, Savannah's kind of over there. I get Countess and Savannah. It's kind of like over there making comments and talking back and forth to each other. And um, that's when That's when Golden called Savannah a horrible person. But I guess Lisa thought that Golden was talking about Countess, and she was like, "No, she's not a horrible person." And then Malika, she's not talking about Countess. Malika, she's a little shady little thing. She makes her little side comments or whatever. Her no job having ass. But anyway, so they had the whole thing, and then Golden gets up and explodes. She was just like, you know what? You're a child. You're a child. And I'm not going to enable you anymore. Grow the fuck up. Be a woman. She gets up, she makes her whole little statement, and she sits down, and Countess is like, I'm the child, but you're the one having a tantrum right now. I fell out. Countess is really low-key funny, but you got to really listen to her under the rasp and under the, I'm wifey, must have heard her about me. Under all that foolishness, you got to listen to Countess. Countess is shady as hell, and it's funny. That's the Countess that I wish we got on the show, but instead we got this kind of depressing, down, insecure, shy, kind of antisocial person. Um, it's just so interesting. She's a hell of an actress because it's just so interesting because she, like many in real life, is totally different from the character they've played on these shows. So it was just crazy. And you know what? To be honest, they can say what the hell they want to say about Countess. That woman has worked, and Countess has definitely paved the way for many. And she is the only woman, the only cast member of Hollywood Divas that is sitting up there that has had like multiple shows on at one time. Like Countess came from 3 different shows. Like that's coin. She started way back young singing on Star Search. Then she went to 227. I think that was in the 80s. And then of course the 90s, Moesha, and then 90s, early 2000s, the Parkers. So, Countess has worked her whole life. So, you know, she can say that. And that's one thing about Countess. Countess is very like humble and chill because she don't throw that shit up in people's faces ever. The only time she threw it up in somebody's face was that Tricepticon Carmen's ass at the when they was arguing. So, when you arguing, you give it to the girls good. You say whatever. If they say whatever, you say whatever. Bitch, don't you lose, okay? So anyway, Golden has a little rant, and what happened after that? Malika made her comment. She was like, "Oh, she's not talking about Countess," and she was just like, "Baby, this is passion. This is not nothing else. This is passion. That's what this is." And Golden Countess starts to speak, and Golden was just like, "Shut up! I don't need to hear nothing you got to say. Shut up." And Countess was like, "Now, bitch, don't be disrespectful. See, Golden should have got popped right then. Like Golden has a real, I don't know what the hell Golden's problem is, but Countess said it best. Another one of Countess' little low key shady moments. When they was arguing, when the argument was getting ready. Okay, fix it. When the argument was getting ready to wrap up, Countess was like, she needs some dick. That's all she needs. I truly do believe that dick can change the world. I don't know about personal experience, but I heard some things. But it's just Golden's angry. Like she's really much, and she kept saying she don't care. Paula was like, yes, she do. Countess kept saying she don't care. She was like, yes, she do. And Malika was just like, not Malika. Golden also said she was just like, oh, you said up there you have 3 women up here that loves you, 2 other women that loves you, yada yada. And she was just like, you have a new woman, talking about Malika. And then she goes on and say that you let this woman, talking about Savannah, this is Golden speaking, she was talking to Countess. She was like, oh, you let this woman rip her a new pussy. You let her, I guess she said pussy or asshole. Like you let her rip her a new asshole and you said nothing. But then that's when Countess was getting ready to speak. That's when Golden cut her off. But I believe what Countess was getting ready to say was that, first of all, she just met Malika. She don't owe her ass nothing, which she don't. And Malika is shady and fake anyway. Because as y'all remember on episode, I think it was season finale, when they had when Carmen and Countess had just got into it. And it was Carmen, Paula, and Malika. They was outside. And Paula and Malika was laughing. Malika was the main person that was out there laughing at Carmen's little reads for Countess. Then Malika walked her Sweet Valley High ass back in there, back in the restaurant, and Countess started to cry. She started to talk about it and people getting her out of character. And Malika sitting there rubbing her head and giving her a hug and stuff. I'm glad Malika knows her calling. She's a hell of an actress. She don't really give 2 shits about Countess either. So why should Countess give 2 shits about Malika? Hold on. Flag on the play. Foul. She's very cute though, Malika. But she's a shady little thing. But of course, her mentor is Paula J. Parker, so doomed. Doomed, darling. Okay, so moving on from that, y'all tell me what y'all think about Golden. Golden showed her ass. I'm definitely gonna put the link in the bottom bar below in the comment section so that y'all can see it. Don't y'all hate when y'all nose itch and y'all got to like do this and y'all don't really want to sneeze and leave like mucus all over the camera? That ain't hot. Okay. So they leave that. They go into Lisa Wu and Carlos King asked about Jensen. What's been going on with Jensen? She was just like, oh, we have good chemistry, but I stayed this place, he stayed this place, I travel a lot, yada yada. It's just not really gonna work out. But apparently Lisa's in a relationship with somebody. Good luck to you, sis. You're my favorite Blasian. Hope it works out for you, sis, but I don't know. Well, no, actually, Kimora Lee Simmons is my favorite Blasian. But whatever. Hopefully it works out for you, girl. She's talking about, oh, it's a chemistry thing and, a travel thing. Stop lying. You don't want to be with Jensen Atwood because you, in the back of your mind, you think that he could possibly be gay. Keep it straight up and keep it real, Ling Ling. Don't do that. Okay? Child. Silly ass shit. Thirsty. Okay, so, moving on from that, guys. They bring out Carmen. But this whole show was just about the sidekicks. It was about Savannah, it was about Jensen, and it was about Carmen. This whole damn time. Done. I can't believe they just had 6 episodes, y'all. How broke are they? Like, who just had 6 episodes in a whole season? Where they do that at? Shit, the Braxtons still got 18, 20 plus episodes. you know, and they're like on their what, like fifth or sixth season. Like what the hell? TV One, give these girls more episodes. At least give us 10 episodes in a season, at least. Is that really hard to ask for? It's really not. Like 6 episodes. I was so shocked when it was a season finale. And they having a 2-part season finale for 6 episodes. I don't know much about algebra, but I know that 1 plus 1 equals 2. Beyonce taught me that. Y'all know B can't count. So it's like, I don't know. It didn't end right. It really didn't. It was rushed. Nothing really got solved. The women didn't come. I don't know. But anyway, they talked about Carmen. They show all the scenes from Carmen or whatever. They show the whole comedy special thing. And when Carmen came backstage after she roasted the girls, basically, they showed Countess. I had forgot all about this little small part. They showed Countess when Carmen walked in after she just performed. And Countess looked at her. She was like, yeah, I fell out and hit the floor. Countess is so funny, y'all. I'm still going to give y'all that review of Wifey, or whatever the original name, or whatever the name is now of the videos coming probably later on this weekend when I'm off. But, it's probably not going to be too long of a video. I'm just going to give my 2 cents on it or whatever. I would include it in this video, but this video is probably going to be long enough. So, all right. So they bring Carmen out. Carlos asked, "Do you feel like the jokes or whatever was inappropriate?" Carmen's just like, "No, I don't feel like they was inappropriate at all." And so Carlos get into that Golden called Carmen a $2 comedian, and Golden was like, "Yes, I did say that. I did." She was just like, you threw everybody under the bus. It was just it was offensive, and it was just very off-putting and just not cute. And Golden, she kind of spoke up for Countess a little bit. She was just like, because when Countess walked away, you had something to say about her, and you talk crap about everybody, and Countess sitting over there asleep while Golden's talking, which is kind of childlike behavior in a way, but but what I don't think Golden gets is that there's no over talking Golden, because she's always gonna have. She's one of those people that's always gonna have the last word, and whatever she says out her mouth is right. That's just how she thinks. She's one of those people. What's gonna stop her from talking is if Garlo put that clamp on her ass and say stop fucking talking. Like he called her out one time during this reunion. He was like Golden Shaquan Brooks, and that was it. And she finally stopped talking, but she started back, of course. Carmen and Lisa kind of got into it because Golden kind of drew Lisa in, because Lisa did say at the time that she felt like it was inappropriate and disrespectful. Because actually, Golden, Countess seemed like she was the most hurt by it. But actually, if you want to be technical, Carmen talked the most hurtful shit, the most personal shit about Lisa. And so I was just shocked that Lisa didn't get into her ass back on the show. But, they had kind of got into it. And Lisa was just like, look, we play our lives out on the camera. Like, I get that. But, some things should be a little bit off limits. Basically saying, there was no need to bring up my ex-husband, my ex-friend, Rudy Huxtable, and all that stuff. Like, there was no need to bring that up. But Carmen was just like, well, don't go to a comedy club then if you don't want to get roasted and this and that. And Lisa was just like, that's offensive. And Carmen was like, no, it's not offensive. And, basically I said what I said. And do you hear me? And Lisa was like, I hear you. Do you hear me? I told you Lisa got 2 types of crazy, and an Asian and black. So, Lisa can fuck some shit up. I'm sure she's strong. She's little, but she's strong. Okay. So, actually, Countess didn't say anything to Carmen. That's what bothers me the most about Countess. When Countess has the opportunity or should say something at the right time, she don't say it. She blows her opportunity every time, and then she wait till like she get mad, or she wait until like somebody else comes at her hard. Then that's when she want to say something. Like just address it and just let it go. If there's no resolution to it, then fuck it and fuck them. But in the meantime, you need to stand up for yourself and get your life. Like at least when you need to, you do. But because I'm the king of ignoring people and ignoring shit, but sometimes you do have to say something. But yeah. But like I said, either way, Countess booked, and she's been booked. I don't know if she's booked technically now, because that video is that's not a book that I would read, but uh, she's been booked for years. I'll say that. She's probably one of the only actresses that's been working consistently since the '80s that I can think of, at least all the way up until the mid 2000s. So anyway, so Carmen asked leave. Let's see. They read Paula's ass a little bit. Because it was just like, Paula, you didn't say nothing. You were sitting there like the Cheshire cat, enjoying it and enjoying every moment. Paula was just like, all I told my big booty friend Carmen was that not to go in on me. And then the audience started laughing and stuff. Y'all, everybody know Paula full of shit, and so is her husband. So we leave Carmen and we leave Savannah. And so then we get into Golden and her losing the whole job at the table read. So they get into that whole thing, and they show the scenes of Savannah first bringing it up at the restaurant, and then Carmen also putting more detail on the fact, and then they also showed the scene of Forrest and Paula talking at the park after the whole big showdown that Carmen, Savannah, and Countess had. And him saying that Kermit the Frog don't even get fired from table reads, yada yada, making a joke out of it. And then they show Golden's mother, and her basically giving her daughter words of encouragement. So they cut back to the reunion, and Golden's ass, excuse me, y'all, my eyes itching. So they cut back to the reunion, and Golden's ass is sitting there crying because she was just like, her mother is her rock and this and that. And I love that. My mother's my rock as well. Um, I think that's beautiful, but it's just interesting with you, Countess. I mean, with you, Golden, that when she was arguing with Countess, when Golden was arguing with Countess earlier, she was saying that I see a lot of myself in her and vice versa, and she might think that I don't care about her because I come at her hard, but I see myself. But I do care about Golden, about Countess, and I do see myself in her. I love her and this and that, but you're not helping Golden. You're not. It's coming off as bullying. If you're helping, if you want to help a bitch, give that bitch a meal plan, write it up, and email it to her, and send food to her door, send TV dinners, healthy TV dinners to her door and shit. Don't help out loud because you fuck it up. If you're really trying to help go Countess on her weight loss, girl, stop, please. And you can tone up that stomach as well. So stop trying to come for Countess. But anyway, got off topic. Um, just like earlier when Golden was reading Countess. Um, who the hell is that texting me? When Countess was reading sorry, when Golden was reading Countess, and she started to cry during that whole little spiel of we like each other and yada yada. Not one damn tear drop. The same thing when she was talking about her mother. Not one damn tear drop. And I saw her like look up underneath her eyes, looking out at the audience, expecting some kind of reaction. But everybody was just like, Golden is full of shit. Golden is a hell of an actress, and she keep getting recalled like bad meat over and over and over and over again. But Golden, you gotta treat people right, baby, before you get your blessings. You can't just do and say shit, crazy shit to people and expect good things to happen to you. Hashtag you too old to not know that life don't work like that. But anyway, so they get into that, and Golden did say something very important. She was just like, you know what, it doesn't matter your career in this business, how hard you've worked and all this, etc. She was like, all that matters is what you're doing in the current moment. And currently, if you're failing, that's what people are going to dwell on, which is so true. So Carlos Messy ass decided to bring up what's his name, Forrest's comment, and he was just like, you know what did you think about Forrest's comment? And Golden, that she used that opportunity, she couldn't wait. She was just like, you know what, Forrest, you're the last person to talk about somebody's not having a job. I was like, ooh. And she was just like, you probably ain't had no job since you was in your 20s. And she was just like, you know what, you 2 seasons ago you was staying in a hotel, and now you done got 2 paychecks, and now you balling or whatever. She was like, you could also lose that and go back to the hotel, which is true. Motel 6, I always keep the light on for you. I grew up in Motel 6. It used to be me, my mama, one of my cousins, and my mama boyfriend. And we used to, just get a hotel room, order church's chicken, and sit there and watch the TV. And dip it and do it. It was a fun time. It was moments. We had a lot of fun. We did. But, Motel 6 will leave the light on for you. I don't know what motel Paula them was at first. But I don't know. It looked like some place with prostitutes and vampires run free. I don't know. But it was the fool. So Forrest was just like, can I say something? I've watched you ladies dog me and talk about me so much this whole season. You saying I beat my wife and this and that. Um That's when Golden was like, well, you threw a bottle of ketchup. That you threw a bottle of ketchup at us last season. When somebody punched Golden, like, I'm so over her. Like, I can't. Golden is funny sometimes, but most of the time it just comes off just mean, rude, hateful, angry, annoying. Just like, why are you talking so much? It's okay to. That's why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. We need to listen more than we talk. But I was just like, child, whatever. Forrest said, and he understands the struggle of a black woman because of his wife. She struggles, and Paul, in her wide mouth and bad wig, she started to talk, and she was just like, and I explained to the girls what a recast was. I've been through many, which is true. She did explain to the girls that Will Smith fired her from a table read at one point in time, and they started talking, and that was pretty much it of that scene. So child, going down, which is Paula's new single. So Paula hits the stage, y'all, with some unknown rapper with Tim's on, a plaid shirt, and some Jodeci jeans. Forever my lady. And guess who was on the on who guess who was guess who was the DJ hitting the ones and twos? Old Forest Fires. Child cheese. And Paula came out. I could not understand one damn word of what she was saying. She had on this top, which like it was like her boobs was kind of out in the top. It was kind of like a bikini top, but then it came out into like this long like skirt kind of. It was like printed material, and she had on like jeans, I believe, or something. And she's doing all this when it's going down, and had on shades and dropping it to the floor. Countess down there looking like this. The other girls is just, clapping and stuff, and Carlos up dancing, acting a fool, being gay. And it was just like the fool. So Paula was just like, they come back to set, and Paula was just like, thank you so much for allowing me to do that, and thank you everyone who um allowed me to like express myself. I am a child of hip hop, truly, and that's my dream or whatever. They asked the women what did they think about the song. Most of the women was like, "Look, the shit is nasty." Golden said something smart, something like edges. She was just like, it's a little scratched around the edges. Um, and it was like it's not something I would let my little girl listen to. Paula was just like, I want women to own their body parts. I want women to own their uterus. I want women to own their lips. I want women to own what they have. And she was just like, this is just my little small testimony or whatever. So Paula might be at the Grammys, y'all. If she could be, I don't damn know. I just know the world is gonna end soon because this foolishness that people do can't go on. It just can't. Um. Okay, so they get into the final goodbyes. Paula booked Ray Donovan, and she's not talking about what she's doing. Golden is doing something, but she's not gonna jinx it because she don't want nobody to talk about it again. Um, what is Countess doing? I guess eating Cheetos and putting out more singles. Um, Melissa, she's working on something, and a few things. Malika was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna be on season 12 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. My uncredited work." Malika really ain't got shit. Malika, you can't shade anybody, honey. Okay, you can't. Until you at least all these women have worked once upon a time, multiple times. Like until you book some real life joints, you cannot shade anybody, Malika. You can't. What, girl? The most readable person up there is the most shady. How does that work? Craziness, crazy. And did y'all notice this whole time during the reunion, Dorian was falling asleep. He was texting. He was snorting some of his nose allegedly. I saw him do this like at one point. I was just like, what the hell is going on with Dorian? Dorian was ready to go. His ass was hurting. He was ready to get up and go. But was that pretty much it, y'all? I think that's pretty much it, y'all. That was definitely this reunion. It was interesting to say the least. It was a lot of golden. Y'all tell me if y'all want this show to come back. I will, if as long as the show keep coming on, I will review it because I genuinely just like the show. Um, but y'all tell me if y'all think the Hollywood Divas should come back, and should it come back for more than 6 episodes? Do you want to keep all the ladies? So you want to replace any? You know, y'all let me know. But I'll see you guys soon, and make sure you guys stay tuned. One of these days, within like the next maybe 4 or 5 days of my review of Countess song. God, I don't know if I should do Paula's either. Too, I can. I don't know if I can do too much foolishness. My heart can only take so much. But anyway, thanks for y'all watching for these reviews and all that. And hi, new subscribers. Thank you. Welcome to the tube. Mm-hmm.